ready. Go, 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 go. I'm ready. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to Morning
Go.
Scone, presented by?
Bishop.
No, presented by? Brock.
Mom.
Very good. What?
Mommy.
Mommy's sleeping.
Hi.
You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi.
Oh.
Jennifer Allen's first. Say hi, Jennifer Allen. Hi. Say hi, Drew. Say hi. What?
Elmo.
Elmo. Well, Elmo's on in the other room. What's
Dad's
up, everybody?
show.
Good morning.
Dad's show.
It is Dad's show. Can you believe it? Look, here it is. We're watching.
Dad's show.
Here it comes, Dad's show. Presented by Brock. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Right? Is that what we're watching? The Charlie Gale, Todd Dupuy, Houston Carley, Travis McGraw, Andrew Bayer, Jeremy Aldridge. Say good morning to everybody. Bob Kubrick. Say good morning. Can you say good morning?
Go Farm Market.
We will go to Fresh Market after Dad's show. That's true. After Dad's show. Ooh.
Drew come.
Drew come? Drew come? Drew come.
Yeah.
Yay! Oh, good job, bud. We're working on. And sometimes he gets a little emotional about it, but he wants to be praised. Right? You can hug Daddy. You can hug Daddy's neck. I love you. Let's see. Hope y'all are having an awesome morning.
Elmo.
LSU basketball against Auburn today. Pels won last night. Anthony Davis played. They sat him the whole fourth quarter. They still won. They were in a tight ball game with Minnesota. He sat the whole fourth quarter. They still won. It was so awesome. Drew come. I mean, talking about like a back and forth, one possession game at the end. I mean, super tight and all NBA center on the bench.
Drew come.
Drew come?
Yeah.
Yay! Oh, good job, bud. That was so sweet. Very good listening to directions. You can hug Daddy's neck. Thank you. All right. It's my little spider monkey. Let's see. What's everybody saying this morning? So what an awkward scene at the Smoothie King Center last night. They booed Anthony Davis during... Scene. Very good. Scene. They booed Anthony Davis during introductions. They booed him every time he touched the ball. But then when he scored, they cheered. So as best I could tell, they had...
Scene.
And I was watching... I did not go. I was watching the ESPN. Scene.
On the scene.
Scene?
Mommy. I just high.
Were you singing Creed? Was that Can You Take Me Higher?
I'm a duck. Quack, quack.
Elmo duck, quack, quack, quack. Very good, Drew. Is that what you were singing? Elmo has 4 ducks. Appetite. Yep.
Elmo.
Who taught you about the appetite? Was that Reggie Bush? Reggie Bush is on an episode of Sesame Street where he tells the word of the day. Or the word on the street. The word on the street is appetite, and Reggie Bush tells you about appetite. Let's see. Carl the Cat, good morning. Colby Rosenthal, good morning. Devin Kelly. Josh Gravois, good morning. Tootie Revere, good morning. Kevin Toller. The grass is growing below my feet, not above my head. Great day ahead. Amen. Corey Kaye, good morning. Robert Boudreau, good morning. Weird game last night. And you know what? Kudos to Jeff Van Gundy. Because in his open, he eviscerated the NBA. And all throughout the game, he kept pointing out how stupid it is that the NBA is making Anthony Davis play. We are going to go to Fresh Market after Dad's show. Hi. Is this a block party yet, Drew? I think he blocked somebody. What's up, everybody? I think somebody got blocked. My apologies. If you If you're the person that got blocked, you're not hearing this right now, but my apologies for that.
You ball.
Let's see. Hunt Palmer. Can you say good morning, Hoont? Can you say good morning, Hoont?
The hat.
Hoont.
The hat.
Hat. Hat does sound like Hoont.
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Ralphie.
You want to see Ralphie? What about Ralphie? What do you know about Ralphie? What do you know about Ralphie the parrot?
Ralphie.
Hi, Ralphie. Okay. Darren Aguilar said, good morning, Drew. Oh, and I guess Matt, too. Everybody loves you way more than me. I'm good with that, though. I'm really good with that.
Depot.
Home Depot. No, Mama took you to Home Depot yesterday, didn't she?
Go find my dad.
Okay. We will go to Fresh Market after that show. All right, let's see. So, super bummed that they won. I mean, they tried to lose, but Anthony Davis played 25 minutes, scored 32 points. He had that double-double. He was awesome. Just a bitter reminder that he's awesome. But Jeff Van Gundy eviscerated the NBA. He said Gail Benson should take a stand, and she should take the fine and not play Anthony Davis. And everybody else has done what's best for them. Magic Johnson, the Lakers, LeBron, Rich Paul, Anthony Davis. Everybody else is Mimi Lolita.
Elevator.
Did you ride the elevator when you went to Houston, Texas? Said everybody else has done what's best for them. The Pelicans should do what's best for them, which is sit Anthony Davis. So there's no they want the highest draft pick possible. They want to preserve Anthony Davis's health. Like he's right, 100%. And said it on national TV. Good for him. Hey, Chris Vanessa Mesh Domang. Good morning. Kevin Toller. No sound. Are y'all not getting sound? David Richardson. What's up, David Richardson? Good morning. Tim Roussel. Good morning. Let's see. Huge game in the PMAC today. I agree. Okay, good. Y'all have sound. I hope everybody shows up. They're doing that stripe the PMAC thing where there are like alternating sections, purple and gold. So make sure you check that out. I hope people do it. It looks good on TV. I don't know why they wouldn't go purple gold. I don't know why they're doing purple white, but whatever. I mean, that's going to look like Northwestern anyway. At least they're trying something like that to fill it up and have it look good and look cool. So, Nadine Bro, good morning. But it is a huge game. I mean, it's when you lost the game to Arkansas, it was plausible that you could say, okay, this could be a 4-game losing streak. Like this could be a skid. It's plausible, right? I mean, could have lost to Mississippi State. They certainly could lose today, and they're certainly not going to be favored at Kentucky. Kentucky's playing so good right now. So winning the Mississippi State game is massive because it prevents back-to-back losses, and now you come into a home game feeling better about yourself and not with the urgency recognizing, all right, we've lost 2 in a row. If you lose this one, Kentucky's next, and then you're staring at a 4-game losing streak. That win the other night was just so massive. And then today, if you get this one, that's another quadrant 1 win. Back-to-back really good wins. You're 9-1 in the league, and then you go to Kentucky and you're like, all right, well, we'll see. Worst thing that can happen is you lose this one, you're 9-2, and then the schedule lightens up. So I'm excited about it, man. Excited about this game today. 1 o'clock. Jared Adams, Eric Sonier, good morning. Let's see. Andrew Bayer, Pels are getting fined $100,000 every game AD doesn't play. How does that make sense for anyone? So I definitely don't agree with it, but I'll explain. So if you're the commissioner of the NBA, obviously you want the best players playing, and their buzzword is always integrity of the league, and their whole thing is that they want, like, if you play the Pelicans, let's say you're in the playoff race and you play the Pelicans and Anthony Davis isn't playing. Well, it's not exactly a level footing for everybody who's had to play the Pelicans with Anthony Davis. So I understand it to that end, but you're not doing right by fans. If you think that the fans in New Orleans want Anthony Davis play, they don't. I think fans realize Anthony Davis is gone. He's not coming back. You have to do what's best for the franchise. What's best for the franchise is to tank. That's why they traded Nico Mirotic. It's tank. It's get the best pick possible. Try to get Zion. Okay. Anyway. Good for Jeff Van Gundy, anyway. I was glad to hear him just tee off on the NBA on a national broadcast. It was awesome. So I understand why the NBA wants Anthony Davis to play. But I also think Gail Benson, I saw on Twitter, someone totaled up with the remaining games, $100,000 a game. It would be like a $2.7 million fine. Pay it. Pay the fine. Say we ain't playing him. Take a stand. Take a stand for small market teams that are getting screwed. So take a stand. Pay the $2.7 million and maybe people will take notice and say, we're sick of this. That's what I'd like to see. Easy for me to say because it's not my $2.7 million, but like some things are worth it. I mean, Anthony Davis is passing on, he's leaving $40 million on the table so he can go play somewhere else, What's $2.7 million for a billionaire? Hey, Nicole Cox, good morning. Trampus Butler, John Boudreaux, good morning, everybody. Alex Robleski, good morning. Charlie Gale, going to my first softball game today. Pretty excited. Girls playing well, man. A good team. Excited about them this year. What? Oh, I love you.
9, 10.
Yay.
Bye-bye.
You counted to 10. Very good.
Bye.
You want to tell people about Brock?
Bye.
Well, no, we're not saying bye yet.
Bye-bye.
After Dad's show, we'll say bye, and then we'll go to Fresh Market.
Bye.
Remember about our friends at Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic? They are tagged in this post if y'all would like their page. It's a big help.
Bye-bye.
What? Bye-bye.
Bye.
What? No. Hey, would you use your words? Use your words.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
You blew kisses.
Mwah.
Mwah. That's very sweet.
Healthy bowl.
Well, we're not going to go there. We'll go to Fresh Market after Dad's show.
Elmo.
Are you watching Elmo in the other room?
Go Fresh Market.
We are going to go to Fresh Market after Dad's show, remember? We talked about that since last night 1,000,000 times. You want Daddy hold you? Hey, are you watching Sesame Street? Okay, Daddy will hold you. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Lenny Moss, good morning. Nick Torina, good morning.
Go Fresh Market.
Go to Fresh Market. Let's see. Kevin says the NBA wouldn't make LeBron play, but the difference is, Kevin, LeBron's never been in that situation at a point in his career where he had a lot of leverage. LeBron's trying to win titles, so he wouldn't sit. I mean, it's convenient to say that, but LeBron wouldn't sit out for half a season. LeBron wouldn't be demanding a trade at this point. It's whoa, no. We're not gonna scream, baby. We're not gonna do that, okay? We're gonna make sweet sounds. We're gonna be very nice and kind and polite, okay? We're not gonna scream, okay? We'll say hi, Laurel. Hi, Laurel. We'll say hi, everybody.
Mommy's car.
Mommy's car. We go Mommy's car later. We can do that.
Laurel.
Laurel. Did Mama show you videos of Laurel yesterday? Laurel's his cousin.
Bimo.
BMO. That's my brother Brian. BMO.
Daddy
Brian
car.
Moscone and BMO.
Mommy's car.
Mommy's car. And Daddy's car.
Mommy's car.
Oh, it's very sweet, my angel. I love you. Raul Erdialis. What's up, Rue? Hope you're doing good, man. Carrie Hughes. Good morning, Carrie. Devin Kelly, I'm going to start watching this after you're done so I don't get blocked. Kenny Brazon, good morning from Vacherie, good morning. Nick, if we score 19 runs a day, you'll be banned from Tiger Club. I'd be okay with that. Bees. Bees.
Beats.
Beats. Beats to beats. Taste that beat. You want beats? I'll show you beats. Beats to beats. Taste that beats. Sip it up a batch. Taste that beats. And you know what, Nick? You know what else too, Nick? So last year, when I came and threw out the first pitch at Tiger Park, they lost. Maybe I am bad luck. But then again, a few years ago, I came and threw out the first pitch in the game against ULL, and they won. No. The ULL first pitch was baseball. We might have stumbled onto something inadvertently here, Nick. Maybe I am the softball team's bad luck. You want Elmo? Hey, do you want Elmo Duck or do you want Beats?
I'm a duck.
The kid's fired up. Wants some Elmo Ducks. I'm gonna get my exercise today if he wants Elmo Ducks, y'all. He's singing about the black sheep. All right. I'm trying to get to some of y'all's comments. Let's see. I'm scrolling. Beats. Okay, baby. Let's see. Beats. Big black beats. Here we go. There it is. He'll have me back in here in a second. Okay, good. All right, y'all, let's see. Okay, let's see. Matt, I'd like to hear you discuss the NCAA transfer rule. This would get to be free agency at this point. How to get Michael Williams eligible for next year? It's not free agency. Guys that transfer still have to sit out. It's just easier for teams to contact him now, which I don't mind at all. Same number of players are transferring. Joe Juba. What's up, Joe Juba? Good morning, dude. Carl the Cat. I'm watching so I don't get blocked. Chris Merrill, Jeff Brenner, Bridget Ricker, Everett Email, Brian Leday. Good morning, Everett. Make sure you get back there and try that Pappy, dude. That's a great price for that. William Engelman. What if they just say he's injured? I'd be cool with that. Ankle injury, down for a month. I'm good with that. Let's see. Russell Hull, good morning. Okay, good. Y'all are hearing me good. Okay. What's up, Jeff Brenner? Good morning, man. Loud and clear and ascension. James Tyrone, good morning. Andrew Bear, can you explain the reason for fining the Pelicans? Just wondering why they get fined for doing what they want with guys they're paying anyway. So, if you remember a few years ago, the Spurs were resting players. Popovich was giving healthy guys like days off. And he had an older team, obviously, with Tim Duncan and with Tony Parker and Manu and all those guys. And he was sort of strategically finding rest days for them. And this became a big topic because it was like, okay, wait a minute. Like, people are paying to see the best players, and you buy a ticket to see the Spurs. Because in so many instances, ticket sales in the NBA are generated by the opposing team. Like when Kobe was coming, or when LeBron, or when Curry, when Durant's coming in, like that's when they'll sell more tickets. So if people with opposing venues, or whatever, or even at the home, like you'd pay your money to buy your ticket, and many times to see that star player, and then they'd not play. So Popovich was resting guys, and it became a big topic a few years ago because he was, because he was resting Drew. So anyway, so the NBA started a rule about resting players, sitting healthy players, and so they cited that rule in this conversation with the Pelicans. Drew, hey, what do you want, baby? Hey, use your words, baby. We're gonna go to Fresh Market after that show. Okay, after Dad's show. After Dad's show, we'll go to Fresh Market. Let's see. Russell Hull, good morning. Bobby Muse, biggest takeaway from this year's recruiting class. I think they filled needs with in-state guys. Stingley maybe a day one starter at corner, maybe. John Emery. Hey, come here, baby. Listen, we are not gonna fuss this morning, sweetheart. Come see Daddy. Listen, come see. Listen to me. Listen to me. We are gonna go to Fresh Market after Dad's show. Okay, we're gonna do Dad's show, and then get dressed and go to Fresh Market. Okay. It's very good. Thank you for being agreeable. Why are you so fussy this morning with that? He's just anxious. He's been talking about it since last night. Go to Fresh Market. Yeah, so Bobby, I think that's the biggest takeaway. I would have loved to have gotten a couple more defensive linemen, but for 2019, I don't think it hurts. Getting both Fehoko and Lawrence back, you've got Shelvin, you've got Dominic Livingston, you added Apuaika. You're going to be fine on the defensive line in 2019. When Fehoko and Lawrence graduate next year, I think 2020 could be one of those years where you go, okay, like somebody has to step up and be really, really good. But we'll see. Hal Jubin, good morning. Jeremy Aldridge, wouldn't teams that rest star players ought to be fined? If you're healthy enough to play, then you should play. That is the rule. Like you can't rest healthy starters. That's the rule they're citing. Craig Schilling, what's up, Dad? Good morning. Drew, baby, use your words. What do we say? Use your words.
Go fly market.
You want beats?
Baby,
we are going to go to Fresh Market after Dad's show.
Beats.
Okay, beats. Thank you for asking. Some days, y'all. Yancey Benoit, good morning. Andrew Bear. So if we would have traded AD, we would have made a bad move, but we wouldn't be getting fined. So we keep paying him, and the league's forcing us to play him. So dumb. I agree. And you know what's dumb? And this is a point Van Gundy made on the broadcast last night, which is so true. Like, how is it better to be in a close game? Hey, what? What? His point was, how is it better to play him, to be in a close game in the fourth quarter, and to not play him in the fourth quarter?
Go fly market.
Go to Fresh Market. After Dad's show, we will go to Fresh Market. Okay. After Dad's show. What does Daddy's hat say? Does it say Brock? Does Daddy's hat say Brock? Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Brock. It's Morning Scone presented by Brock. Very good. You want to get down? Or do you want to hug Daddy?
Dad's show.
This is Dad's show. Very good. Mark Bayard, good morning. Kevin Tola, is Josh Ennis the not Matt Moscone? Kevin, I have no idea who. I don't think it's. Hey. Oh, we don't play have a little kid screaming in his ear all morning. Ain't doing that. I have no idea who the not Matt Moscone is. But apparently it's getting to follow because I get asked about it a lot now. I don't follow the account. I don't know who it is. But if y'all enjoy it, I'm flattered that someone would think enough to create a fake me account. Joey Graff, good morning. Charlie Cavell, Sinceri had a career day yesterday, video game-esque. Michael Cooper, hey Matt, thanks for always doing your job so well no matter how much help you get from the huddle. Michael, you gotta understand something, man. You gotta understand something. There is nothing that anybody who listens to my show, watches anything I do, that says anything negative, there's nothing they can do that affects my mindset. because it's the reality of the job is to, like, number one, hi, you gotta have thick skin because not everybody's gonna like what you do. What? You want beets? Beets?
Go find my tent.
Like, not everybody's gonna like what you do, which is fine, and I get so much validation that what I'm doing is good, that people never see. Like, most people never see the emails, the messages I get, the comments just like yours, Michael. Thanks for always doing it. Like, most people never see that, but I get tons of those. So I don't sweat the anonymous guy in the huddle that's trolling me. It just doesn't matter to me. Like, I see our ratings, our sponsorships, like everything's good. We're all good. But thank you for the kind words.
Bye.
Bye.
Go find my tent.
Go to Fresh Market. And you know the irony too about that, like, and this is something that and this is just like with my show, this is with anybody. I'll never understand, and it's a reality, like, it's something that happens. I'll never understand people that will listen to something or watch something or consume some type of media because they don't like it. Like, because it upsets them. Like, I could never imagine spending my leisure time doing something that made me upset. But I just know for a fact that you have a segment of the audience that listens because they hate you, but they want to hear what you're going to say next. And it's weird. That's just... Anyway, so all those people you're talking about, they're still listening. It's a weird dynamic, but it exists. Hey, Courtney Olivia, good morning. Let's see. Kevin Graham, good morning. Stuart Reithmeyer, good morning. Carlos Brown, oh, franchise. Good morning, franchise. Chewy Gutierrez, sorry, Matt, you're banned from the first pitch. Elmo Ducks is back. Almost Carla Cat. He went with Big Blocks Beats. Darren Hess, good morning. Lawrence Robillard, good morning. Jim McCart, good morning. You want Beats. Dawn Jolibois, good morning. Jack Davis, good morning. Matt, I've missed too many morning scones this week. Let's see. What did you say there? It's a thing good thing I get those daily emails. Yeah, hey, by the way, thank you, Jack. I appreciate that, man. If y'all, I haven't mentioned, I need to start making sure I mention it every day here. Make sure you're subscribed to the Morning Scone Daily email if you haven't yet. It's so easy. I can hit the share button here as well. Just go to morningscone.com. If you go to morningscone.com, it's easy. It's just a landing page, morningscone.com. Drew come.
Yeah.
Yay, my boy. It's just a landing page. You just punch in your email address, and then every morning at 6 a.m. you'll get an email from me with different links. Think of it like as your morning sports page, but it's not just from like the local paper. It's from all over. You're a little monkey this morning, climbing all over the place. Anyway, so morningscone.com. Subscribe to the daily email. That'd be a big, big help. And hit the share if you've not done so yet. Let's see. Lowell Cormier, good morning, Matt, Drew, and the rest of you great Americans. My King Kank from Rouse has arrived. It's going to be a good day. Amen to that. It's the toughest part, man. Like, you go through Christmas and New Year's, and it's like you set your New Year's resolution, like, I'm going to get in shape and lose some weight and work out. And then it's King Cake season. Everywhere you go, there's King Cake. It's like... Charles Moranto, good morning. Justin Roll, pay the 2.6 and tank. I agree. He's talking about, for those just jumping aboard, he's talking about the Pelicans and the fine. If they were to sit Anthony Davis the rest of the season, I agree with you completely. Sit him, tank. Pay the fine. Take a stand. Let's see. Courtney Storer, good morning from Lake Charles. Hey, Aunt Linda, good morning. Justin Roll, if Davis gets hurt, it's going to cost us more than $2.6 million. Amen. Chewy, why did Justin Fields get a pass when sitting at OSU? So if you remember, Chewy, there was a story this past year at Georgia where there was a now former Georgia baseball player who was tossing out some racial slurs at Justin Fields during a football game. And that Georgia baseball player was kicked off the team, dismissed from the university. And so Justin Fields filed a grievance. So he filed, Fields filed a hardship waiver with the NCAA. And there's certain verbiage that, if you're in a certain type of situation, you could be eligible immediately. So my assumption. My assumption is that the NCAA would have much rather avoid lawsuit or something that became ugly publicly. Just let the kid play, so he's gonna play. Kevin told. Hey. There you go, Carl Cat. Elmo Ducks is officially back. Whew. Whew, 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 whew. He's testing me this morning, y'all. Yeah, how about that? If y'all missed it, Jeff Wickersham's daughter, who, if I'm not mistaken, was at Destrehan, is now pitching for LSU softball, and she threw a no-hitter yesterday in her first career start, which is awesome. I remember, so my guy Eric Ritchie did a series for CST, and it was highlighting 3 prep players, one athletes. One was Mondo Duplantis, one was Shelby Wickersham. The other was Landon Marceau. No, so Shelby didn't go to Destrehan. Landon was the one from Destrehan. Where did she play high school? It's slipping my mind. Anyway, someone will post it. But yeah, I mean, sensational. Yep, so that's Jeff Wickersham's kid. There's an insane amount of like former athletes' kids at LSU now that are doing awesome. So it's really cool to see. Like we watched the gymnastics meet last night. They didn't do too great. But McKenna Kelly, who of course is Mary Lou Retton's daughter, Kennedy Edney, who's Tyus Edney's daughter, Shelby Wickersham, Thad Moss. It's crazy, the number right now. Let's see, Sean Pumphrey, Nick Yiannopoulos, good morning. Bruce Parker, Mark Allen, Daniel Guidry, good morning. The Advocate article failed to point out she's the daughter of LSU quarterback. Well, Brian, I guess, like, do you have to mention that in every article? I mean, I guess the point is, like, throughout her recruitment, commitment, signing, all, like, I'm sure that's been told. You're not, like, with Kramer, every Advocate article wasn't going to mention that he was Kim Mulkey's kid, right? I mean, at some point that story's been told. David Furr, what's the rule on Davis's playing time? I don't know if there's a rule on playing time. They kept alluding to 25 minutes last night. Maybe that's just the arbitrary number they've set. I don't know. I don't know if that's a rule that the NBA put in place or just something they were sort of abiding by. But Davis did not play in the fourth quarter last night of a close ball game. Jack Davis, 2019 football season looks like the best chance to make a run before they unload for the NFL. So I think every year you're going to have that, but what you have next year is you'll have more upperclassmen. Like, obviously, Burrow will be a senior. You'll have Lawrence and Fehoko are seniors. You know what? You are going to run into a lot more underclassmen next year. Well, yeah. I'm going to my mind position by position. So, Delpit's obviously going to go. Stevens and Harris, I would assume, are back. Fulton's going to be a senior. I would assume all the other cornerbacks are back. I don't know if you're going to have any linebackers leave early next year. I guess theoretically, if Phillips blows up, he could go. I would not expect Patrick Queen to go. You're going to lose Lawrence and Fehoko. We'll see what happens with Chasson coming off an injury. But if he has a double-digit sack season, he's obviously going to be a guy who would go. Divinity's a senior. You're not going to have any seniors on the offensive line, and I don't think you're going to have any underclassmen leave. At least not that would be. I mean, you may have like a Toby Weathersby situation where a guy just decides it's time. A Will Clapp situation, but not that I would foresee like someone that's going to be a super high draft pick, so they bolt. I guess Damian Lewis will be a senior. You got a pretty good foundation. I think he wants Elmo Ducks. I don't know if y'all caught that, but I'm pretty sure that's what he wanted. Again, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, 5 locations in the area to serve you. Primary locations there in Bluebonnet near Perkins. Every subspecialty. They hook y'all up. So you got aches, you got pains. Choose Brock. Work hard, play harder. Let's see. Kevin Toller, Kyle Wickersham is a stud at Holy Cross. He'll be a Tiger. That's cool. Jason Gooch, good morning. Let's see, Daniel Gidry, good morning from Galveston. A cold, sleeting Galveston. Wow. Mark Landry, good morning. Sleeping in G-Town? I'm in Kemah. Huh. Jeb Bruno, good morning. Mark Allen, what still blows my mind is how some people in the huddle and some LSU fans think you hate LSU. Look, people can support whatever narrative they want, man. It doesn't bother me. Like, and the funniest part about all that is, man, like, I mean, first of all, I went to LSU, graduated from LSU. I mean, I want LSU to do awesome at everything, like, not just athletics. I mean, everything. Academics, research, all of it. I want prominent alums to go on and do awesome things and whatever. And a lot of the people that crack on me, I'm sure, have never stepped foot on campus as a student. So you couldn't understand. My point with that is, like, you couldn't understand really, like, that the allegiance, the affection, like the relationship, the lifelong relationship you have with your alma mater. So no, I love LSU, man. But my job is to give opinions, and if I think LSU is going to lose a game, I'm going to say I think they're going to lose a game. If I think LSU hired a bad coach, I'm going to say I think they hired a bad coach. That's just my job. It doesn't mean I want them to lose. It doesn't mean I would ever cheer against them or anything like that. It doesn't show that I hate them. Just giving you an honest opinion publicly. Let's see. Lance Hill, LSU needs to guard the 3-ball today. Lance, while I agree with you, I'll also say this. I think you got to understand, like, you're going to watch this game today, and Auburn's going to make 23s. It's just what they do. This is what Bruce Pearl's Tennessee teams did. They just run and they shoot threes. That's what they do. It's like watching Texas Tech football, where they throw it 70 times a game. It's just what they do. So they're going to make a bunch. I mean, you can try to guard it as much as you want. They're just going to put them up in volume. Elmo Ducks. Thank you for asking. Thank you for coming and letting me know and not just screaming. So Auburn's going to run. They're going to shoot threes. They're going to score a lot of points. I just don't think they can defend LSU in the paint. I think if LSU wants to take the same exact game plan they did against Mississippi State and drive to the goal and convert 2-point shots at a 65% clip, I think they'll have an awesome shot at winning the game. Josh, should we bring back Pokey Chapman? No, they should go hire Kim Mulkey. Like, seriously. Like, if they're going to fire Nikki Fargas, they should go to Baylor and tell Kim Mulkey, come to LSU and win championships here and be a stud coach that wins national championships at 2 places. Like, come rebuild this place. That's what they should do. Troy Fuselier, good morning. Casey Keller, what's up, dude? George, you do a great job. You make the drive home more enjoyable. Thank you, George. I appreciate that, man. Tyler Lambert, any baseball update? Reb the Advocate that Bianco has the edge in the race for first base. Yeah, slight edge. They're going to, look, Maneri's going to platoon over there, and it's just he's going to give everybody a shot. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the opening weekend you have 3 different starting first basemen. I don't know that, but it just wouldn't surprise me. It's just what Paul's going to do. He's going to give all these guys a chance to play and see who's most consistent, and that'll be the lineup he rolls with to start conference play. And if someone starts to slump, he'll tinker again. It's just what Paul does. I mean, he very seldom sets his 1 through 9 and then rolls with it the whole year. It's a rarity that happens. Now, I think your outfield is set, and Josh Smith is going to play shortstop for you. And I think Brant Broussard will stick it at second, unless if he can't hit, then they're going to put Gavin Dugas at second. I think if Hal Hughes can't hit, Drew Bianco may end up playing third. I am not at all going to overreact to whatever the lineup is Friday against ULM, because it seldom stays that way. Remember when Trey Dawson started as a freshman at shortstop, like after Bregman? Like he was going to be the starting shortstop. He played 1 game, kicked like 3 balls, and never played again. He transferred. And then Kramer stepped in and then locked down shortstop for 2 years. I mean, it's just, you just got to let it go. Turn on the lights and let him go play it out. Maneri will find the guy. He'll find the right guy. Elmo Ducks. Okay. Quack, quack, quack. You want Elmo Ducks? He is fired up about some Elmo Ducks this morning. Okay, Drew. Let's see. A reminder to those who are just joining us, if you have not done so yet, if you could like the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, they're tagged in this post. That's a huge help. If you like their page, huge, huge help. Let's see. Brandon Paul, good morning. Irfan Sayad, good morning. Haircut? We do need to go see Lily and get you a haircut. You're becoming a hairy monster like Elmo. Ralphie? Ralphie. Elmo.
Daddy.
Ralphie, Elmo, Daddy. That's a good trifecta.
Mimi's car.
And Mimi's car. Yep.
Mommy.
She's sleeping.
Go find my tent.
And we are going to go to Fresh Market after Dad's show, which is almost done. You're doing great. You're being very patient. Thank you. Let's see. Mark Allen, to the bones, I'm a diehard Republican, but I watch CNN and MSNBC just so I can argue my point. I don't watch Fox News because it's my own point of view. That could be the reason some listen and watch your shows, just to argue against your points of view. I guess so. I don't watch the news at all. And I used to, I don't know, some people may know this, some may not. I actually started my career in news, and it was so miserable listening to people bitch and argue all the time about things that were never going to change and that they had no control over, and just live miserable lives because they became ingrained in that argument. Like I did watch the State of the Union, and whatever. And the thing that annoys me, and this annoys me every year, no matter who the president is, how you can talk about things that are fundamentally good, and like half of the building will stand and applaud, and the other half will just sit there. And it doesn't matter who the president is, if it's a Republican or a Democrat. It's like they just said they want to, like, unemployment's down and babies are healthy and everybody's making more money, and you're sitting there like, that sucks. What are you talking about? Like, can we just agree that that's a good thing? Like, I don't care who the president is. Oh my God. Whatever. That's why I hate politics. I hate being in that whole world. Oh, it annoys me so much. Oh, should we stand and clap at the fact that that we're saving lives now with life-changing medical procedures? No, don't stand and clap for that. Don't stand and clap for him. You can't let the voters know that you're clapping for him. Oh, it's annoying. Anyway. Devin Kelly, you don't sell the email address to third parties, do you? Do not. So Devin's asking about the Morning Scone Daily email. No, absolutely not. It's me. There's no third party. You're not sold to an ad service or anything like that. It is all up and up. I got approached by a guy who developed that algorithm that basically just tracks my Twitter and all the stories I interact with as I prepare for my show, and it takes all those stories, and the algorithm kind of figures out based on whatever links that come through your email, what you click, it learns kind of what you prefer, and it'll prioritize those stories. So essentially, everybody's Morning Scone Daily email is different. Like, yours is different than mine, is different than Brandon's, is different than Johnny's. Like, everybody's is different. And no, the emails never get sold. And when that email comes, you can reply to that email, and I get it. Like the matt@morningscone.com, I get those emails on my phone. So if you get your Morning Scone Daily email and you click reply to it, that comes directly to me, nobody else. Like, I get it on my phone. So some of y'all do. And because not many people do, that's actually a really good way to communicate with me, because so few people do. So I see those emails more often. It doesn't get buried, you know. What? Home Depot. Awabasan. Mimi. Papa. Show. Mimi. Laurel. Aiden. Mommy's car. Who else do you know? Laurel and Aiden are his cousins.
Mommy's car.
You want to come sit with Daddy? We're almost done with Dad's show.
Dad, Mommy's car.
You stinker.
Elmo.
Let's see. Mark Allen, sign up for it. It's a lot of info at your fingertips at 6 a.m. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Johnny Shoptaw, what's up? Charlie Gale.
Go
to Fresh Martet. We are going to go to Fresh Martet. Thank you, Brian. Okay, she pitched for Mount Carmel. Thank you. Cheryl, good morning. Hey. James Harrelson, what's up, Jimmy Chest Hair? Chesting, 1, 2, chesting, chest hair. Pete Giardino, the Wayward Owl IPA looked delicious. Another brewery tour on the horizon. So Pete, we went to Wayward Owl last June, which was awesome. And that was my favorite of the breweries we went to. And yes, another brewery tour is on the horizon. We were initially hoping to do February, but when we ended up in Houston with Drew, all of that got put on hold because we didn't know the timeline. So we were trying to balance basketball, NCAA tournament, baseball, LSU baseball schedule. So we need to look at the schedule and see. But I would think March, April, and we think North Shore will be the like Gnarly Barley, maybe Abita. There's one in Covington that Jay was mentioning, Railroad or Rail something like that. Anyway, there's a handful of them we were considering, thinking of maybe just doing 3 this year instead of 4, so we could spend more time at the 3 instead of being more rushed at 4. So anyway, but it's coming, yes. Be on the lookout. Angela Perryman, Carrie Tomplay, good morning. Lowell Cormier, let T-Bob handle the interview with LeVar Ball if he comes this summer. Stay away from it, Matt. Or let not Matt take it on. I'd love to interview LeVar Ball. When could we see any coaching changes or any analyst additions?
Mommy car! Mommy car!
Mommy's car? Trivia Carter, wow, I got a super late alert that you were live. Trivia, what's going on, man? You have a few too many bourbons last night? Lori Prophet, good morning. Trivia, maybe I can get this answer today. Will we see more passing in the spring because of Joe Brady? I don't think so. I think if you see more passing, it's because, 1, they've got more confidence in Burrow, and 2, I think the element that Brady is bringing into the offense is the RPO. Again, he's the guy that was kind of responsible for the whole Taysom Hill element within the Saints offense. So I would say look at that as the element that maybe that you see the change, not so much more just volume passing. I mean, Ed Orgeron's still the coach, and he still wants to run the ball, and he still just signed John Emery and Ty Davis, and they're going to run the ball. Todd Dupuy, what happened to Robert? Drew goes inside. His viewership is cyclical, so Robert will come back around at some point. Michael Robert, good morning. Brent Ploche, Charlie, amen to that political rant. It wasn't even political, but I understand your point. Yes, it's annoying.
I'm a duck. I'm a duck.
Trivia.
I'm a duck.
Elmo Ducks, yes, Elmo Ducks. Almost done, y'all. George, good morning. Don't you deal with that with sports talk? Don't you deal with what with sports talk? You talking about like people that you have to clarify what that is. Don't deal with that with sports talk. Mostly, I just look at sports talk and I go, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like, I understand that people are passionate about it, and that's great. And passion fuels the medium, and that's fantastic, and I'm all for that. But, like, ultimately, I mean, we're not curing cancer here. I mean, it's, we're talking about if Anthony Davis is going to play for the Pelicans, or if LSU is going to beat Auburn today in basketball. Like, we can be emotionally attached and, and excited when our teams win, at this point when they lose. That's all fine and good, but we're not changing the world here. And too many people who talk politics or cover current events think they are when they're not. Reality, just take care of your house. You know what I mean? Take care of your kids. Love your kids. Love people. Be kind to each other. Work hard. Pay your bills. Happy birthday to you. Be nice to people. They're just general human principles that if everybody would follow, we'd be good. Hi. You see somebody in trouble? Help them. Open the door for people.
I'm a duck.
Elmo Ducks. Let people merge in traffic. Just be nice. What? Uh-oh. Don't steal things. Don't hurt people. Just, Charlie Cavell, when are you going to get AFR in Shreveport Bossier? Charlie, I'd love to be on up there, man. And we had conversations with 11:30 The Tiger. So when Hester's show, Hester was doing a show on 11:30, from 5 to 6, maybe, like a 1-hour show. And when they moved, because Hester was doing 6 to 8 in Baton Rouge, when 11:30 picked up Hester 6 to 8, we talked about having AFR from 3 to 5 because there's a 5 to 6 show on there. We talked about having 3 to 5, and ultimately they decided to hire Patrick Netherton to do 3 to 5 instead of picking up AFR. So a little bit of a bummer. We had that conversation last year, or I guess late in 2017. But I'm open to it. I'd love to be on up in North Louisiana. I think it's a tremendously underserved market for LSU and Saints and like the South Louisiana teams. And there's a ton of LSU fans up there that don't get enough of the content that they might want. I'd love to be on up there. It's just about having the right opportunity. I thought we might have had one at the end of last year, so I'd love to be on in Lafayette and Lake Charles too. We pretty much blanket the state then. Let's see. Chad Turner. Matt, what are your top 3 mid-price range bourbons right now? Any Old Forester on your list? So the Old Forester birthday bourbon is amazing, but good luck finding it, right? You're going to have to define mid-price range. Okay, so like in here, I've got everything from an $18, $20 bottle of Sazerac Rye to a $500 bottle of Whistle Pig. So what's mid-range? You know what I mean? Like, you have to define what price range you're in. Are you talking $100 bottles? Are you talking $50 bottles? Let me know that, and I can narrow it down for you for sure. But so much of it's just hard to find. Like, I'll tell you, one of my absolute favorite things in the world, like, I would say almost over anything, Elmer T. Lee. I mean, Elmer T. Lee, what's this, $60 maybe, $50, $60? This is incredible. Like, I would drink this almost over anything else I have in here on a given day. You just can't find it. Weller 12. Depending if people are jacking the price on it, you can find Weller 12 for $40. Maybe 60 if someone's 65 if someone's jacking the MSRP on it. But even still, that's incredible. That's Pappy. Weller 12 is Pappy 12. That their master distiller just determined wasn't up to Pappy standard. But the master distiller at Buffalo Trace Distillery, he could probably tell the difference. I can't. As far as I know, drinking Weller 12, it's Pappy 12. It's incredible. It's amazing. But again, good luck finding it. But if you're talking about like everyday things that you can find on the shelf any day, let me know your price range and I'll help you out. Paul Hollowell, good morning. Irfan, who starts at third base, who sends up there? Well, it's going to be Hal Hughes is going to start the season at third. And Maneri explained it. Maneri explained it's actually not, it's a good line of thinking. Just because it's colder early in the season, the ball doesn't start to fly yet. You tend to play in lower scoring games. So he wants a better glove at third. That makes sense. So they'll start Hughes at third, and if he can hit, he'll keep the job. But if he can't hit, they'll play someone else. Maybe Drew Bianco or Gavin Dugas, one of those guys. Elmo, you want Elmo Ducks? This is store bought Elmo. What you have, Elmo? Hey, use your word. What Elmo do you want? You can't think of it, can you?
My first.
What?
Show fast.
You want music show fast?
Lullaby fast.
Lullaby fast? Alright. I'll show you music show fast and lullaby fast. At least that'll buy me a little more time, y'all. Instead of being up every 2 minutes. I'm crazy kid.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Are we going to talk about, are we going to do music show fast?
Lullaby fast.
Or you want lullaby fast? What are you doing, Drew?
Lullaby fast.
Lullaby fast. Okay. Classical baby. You want lullaby?
Lullaby fast.
Lullaby fast. Okay, here we go. Here's lullaby fast. Let's see. Nate Bumstead, what's up? Okay,
Lullaby fast.
here's lullaby fast. Okay. All right. Will Hawthorne, Laval Ball said in an interview on FS1, NOLA is too cold and has too much snow for lawns. No way. No way. You got to send me a link to that interview. I got to find that. I could have a lot of fun with that. Oh, by the way, and just to show you, sometimes the best ideas come from y'all. Somebody asked me on signing day if I could get, if we can get Chris Nakamoto on the Barber in a meet. Got something planned for Monday's show that I think y'all are going to like. It's going to be fun. Let's see. Trivia. So no recap? No recap? What you talking about, man? Carl the Cat makes me upset. Other schools are playing neck now. Josh Neal, Craig Broom. What's up? What's up, Craig? George, how was the Blanton's? Good. So opened last night a bottle of Blanton's a barrel pick from Calandro's. So Blanton's, they're pretty brilliant. It's good. It's an overrated bourbon just because the hype around it is so severe. It got really popular. It got really hard to find, and so it's like this perfect trifecta. The juice in the bottle is pretty good. The price point is good, and then a lot of people try to collect the toppers because the top, if you've never seen them on Blanton's, I guess you'll have. So the bottle looks pretty cool, right? And if you notice, like, the top is a horse and a jockey, and if you collect them all, the horse is striding, and they're all different letters. That if you see the letter right there, I don't know if this is an O. I don't know if you can see it down there, but it's an O, and so it spells out Blanton's. So a lot of people try to collect the toppers as well. So it's like this perfect trifecta where, like, there's a collector's item. I guess it's a quaffle. People collect the tops. The bourbon's pretty good. It looks cool. Like hard to find, and then the price point's good. So for all of those reasons, it's popular, but it's not great. It's not like it's certainly not in my top 10. I go a ways down before I get to Blanton's. But anyway, but this was a barrel pick. So this was a barrel pick from Calandro's. So it's like the only barrel of that.
Grusha.
What?
Grusha. Elevator.
Elevator. Boop.
Elevator.
Elevator.
Ralphie.
Ralphie. It was on the show after Coward with Marcellus White. Was he being serious? It's crazy. Anyway. What was that one? Mark went to get a haircut, came back. You're still on live. Well done. I answer everybody's questions, especially on Saturday. I have the time, so I'll sit here and answer everybody's questions. So, George Rittmeyer, have tried Booker's. I love Booker's, and by the way, haven't opened this yet, but this is the second edition of Little Book. So it's the second year they've done Little Book. Same thing, made by Booker's. I guess it's a different mash bill. So, haven't tried it yet, but wanted to get it. So it's called No Simple Task. This is 2018. So, anyway, little book. Give it a go if you can. Got that at Calandros. I don't know if they have it anymore, but it's a limited supply. So I guess that's Booker's little brother. But we'll give that a go at some point. Trivia said skipping everything trivia. Trivia, I answered your question. What am I missing? You had the question about LSU's offense. I answered that one. What else did I miss? Oh, okay. Recap the show. I came in at 38 minutes. Oh, recapping the show. What are you talking about? We talked about the Pelicans. We talked about LSU and Auburn. We talked about Anthony Davis getting booed and then cheered. We talked about the NBA threatening to fine the Pelicans if they didn't play Anthony Davis. Recap 38 minutes. Let's see. I'm almost done. Let's see. Flynn's been back to Costco for more bourbon. Anyway, all right, y'all. We're at the end of the comments. I'm going to get out of here. Trivia. I'm glad you made it in here, dude. Very, very glad you made it. Shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Awesome people for sponsored Morning Scone. We appreciate them greatly. Bumps, bruises. If you need an orthopedist, all the subspecialties at Brock. They do neck, elbows, shoulders, hands, wrists, hips, knees, feet, ankles. You need an orthopedist, go see our friends at Brock, and they can do everything in-house too, man. Like, they can do your x-ray, they can do your MRI, they do your office visit, they can fit you for your crutches or your walking. Like, I had to get a walking boot, I had to get a neck roll there one time. They can do all that stuff for you at Brock. So Blue Bonnet near Blue Bonnet Perkins, like Lullaby Fast. Okay, we're done. Brock, they're tagged in this post. Please go like Brock. Okay, Lullaby Fast. Let's do it. Hey, Drew, say bye. Say bye to everybody. Can you say bye?
Bye.
Bye. Blow them a kiss.
No.
Oh, that was sweet. All right, y'all have a good Saturday. See ya.